Hi YouTube viewers, and welcome to today's do-it-yourself project. So we have a clogged sink, and this is a big problem. We have tried everything from Draino to a plunger. Now we are going to replace the P-Trap and insert an eel to find our problem. So under the sink, let's take a look at the pipe we're going to be working with. Now notice the old P-Trap that we're going to be replacing. We'll be cutting it at this spot right here. Notice our new P-Trap with a clean-out valve. This clean-out valve is great in case we have to do any type of eeling sometime in the future. Now that we have our plastic container to catch the water, let's get started. Now let's cut out the old P-Trap. Then sand out the corners. Now I found out that I also have to replace the old elbow because the thread right here on the old one does not fit on the new P-Trap. The reason why is because it's a new supplier and it's a different company which supplies a different product. Here's a comparison for the new P-Trap with a clean out and our old P-Trap. Our old P-Trap is probably about over 20 years old. And a new P-Trap, I picked it up at our local hardware store for about $6. And like I said earlier, I also have to remove this old elbow right here because the thread no longer fits the new P-Trap. So let's get started in cutting out this old elbow. We're going to cut it just behind the connector. Then we do a quick sanding around the edges. Now I'll be using this CPVC 77 cement. So this is a quick drying cement, so we have to act quickly. Now we swipe the inside of the connector. Then we put it around the other pipe generously. Then we install the connector right into the pipe, like so. So I'm going to do a dry fit. I'm going to put this in here for a second. See that? Dry fit like that. Then I'm going to position this pipe. So there. Now I'm going to measure this pipe to see how long I will need to measure. Now I'll be marking the spot where I will be cutting the pipe. Next, we'll be cutting the small piece we need to connect the connector into the elbow. Another quick sanding on its corners. Next, we generously cement the end of the pipe and then also the end of the connector. Then put them together like so. Now I put a 15-foot eel into the pipe to try to get the grease that's been clogged in there. But unfortunately, the other eel was not long enough. So I had to go to our local hardware store and rent this one for about $30. So this power eel really did the trick. It's about 25 feet long. We tried about 3 times and it finally cleared the clog. And we did it for the 4th time just to make sure. We rented it for about 4 hours for about $30. I think it was a great investment. And just to let all the viewers know that the clog was a grease clog. Somebody had been dumping oil and grease into the sink and it finally hardened after a few months. So the moral of this story and this DIY project is do not dump oil and grease into your sink because you're going to have one heck of a time unclogging it. So let's continue with the rest of the project. We're now going to cement the inside of the elbow. And then the outside of our pipe. Then install it like so. Finally, we cement one end of our new P-Trap. Then cement the outside of the other pipe. Now we line it up and install it like so. Then we tighten up our threads. And that's it. We're done.
Okay, let's go. Is it the test? I'm gonna put it in now. All right. Now we're gonna go underneath. Let's go down. Go down. I'll put the light. Good. Take a look. Take a look if there's any leaks.
So now there's no leaks and it's unclogged. We've done our job. So if you enjoyed this DIY project and it helped you out, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And thanks for watching.